Hello, today I want to talk about elopement. I know that a lot of our students run or dart from different areas of the classroom, sometimes dart from areas inside the classroom to areas outside of the classroom. And so I wanted to tackle that issue. These are 12 ways to slow down the running so that you try to set up the environment to make it a little bit harder for your students to run or dart. Obviously, no guarantees, but just some things we can try. Number one, don't have an open floor plan. Open floor plan for some kids means, okay, I can go. So if you want to try to section off different areas of the classroom, that would be more beneficial in curbing some of that behavior. And then proximity control is also another thing. Being close by. If you know you have a student that is prone to leaving the area or leaving the group, you can make sure somebody's close to them at most times. And then there are some students that only leave at certain time points, and so your staff members and yourself will know that that student doesn't need to be watched every single moment, but there's certain times, certain activities where they may tend to dart. Have a consistent structured order of events so that the routines are predictable for your students. And then create a customized daily schedule so that you have a daily schedule in your classroom, but the student has their own daily schedule. For example, I just have kind of picture here. If all you have is a piece of paper, I don't know if you can see that. If all you have is a piece of paper and you can have some Velcro or tape and just put the schedule pieces on there for the student. You also can make and use mini task schedules. So even if the student has this larger schedule, so they say go to music, when they go to music, within the music class, you can have a mini schedule to tell them what they're going to do in music. And sometimes just knowing what they're going to do can help students to say, okay, to themselves, I can sit through this, I can do this. The other thing you can do, number 6, would be to use a timer. And sometimes we use visual timers in our classrooms, and so the student can see that the time is winding down, but they also will know, that the activity is almost about to be finished. Write and read students' behavior plans. If they already have a plan that you've written or that someone else has created, make sure you read it, make sure your staff members read it and know what's going on in that plan. Someone may have already figured out a good strategy to help that student stay in the area. Number 8, provide visual support. We can use visual supports for a number of things. Sometimes I just use what's called a first then board to tell the student, first you're going to do this, then you're going to get this, to help them remember and realize that there is a payoff for them for following directions, for sitting, for doing what we need them to do. And that little first then board might help. You also want to provide a highly preferred item for coming to the area. If you have students that are having trouble transitioning to another area, make sure you have something they want in that area. And I'm not talking about an iPad where they get to use it for the next 20 minutes. No, I'm thinking find something that could be inspiring, find a favorite character of theirs that's motivating, just have a picture of that character or just something to have them come over to that area. Allow for full access to the preferred item while seated. And so if you have a student that's having enough trouble with transitions, sometimes you do have to let them hold on to that object or that preferred item just for sitting. That's your exchange right there. Sometimes for some kids, it's first sit, then you get your preferred item. And then when they get up, they can't have it. So you have to make that judgment. Number 11, make and present the student with a visual reinforcer puzzle. You could do that where they get to earn pieces of the puzzle, and as the puzzle gets put together, then they get the item, and that could be helpful for some students. And the final thing is to always show a finite number of the work that needs to be done. So if there are 3 tasks that need to be done, let the student know we're doing 3 tasks and then you're finished. Because for some of our students, they don't know when the work is going to be done. And if they think you're going to just keep piling work on them, they're going to take it upon themselves to get up and leave. And so we don't want that. And so you want to be very clear with them about how much work is going to be done or what's going to happen before they're finished. All right. Have a great day.